Now, in Dallas, and this is the thing that has thrown the white supremacists for a loop, you had a black man out here, that brother named Micah Johnson. That brother Micah Johnson. In Dallas, there was a protest, and it's a black man named Micah Johnson, who was a military dude. This guy, he engaged in what Neely Fuller wrote about going all the way back to the 80s. Micah Johnson engaged in something called maximum emergency compensatory action. I want y'all to understand that term. Michael Johnson, he engaged in what Neely Fuller talked about and called maximum emergency compensatory action. And let me describe what that is. That's a term y'all need to get familiar with. This is why I'm up on Neely Fuller. Let me break that down. And he wrote about this. Actually, he wrote about it in the 70s. But his book came out in the 80s. In maximum emergency, his book is called The Independent Code Concept, The Independent Compensatory Code Concept. That's the name of his book that came out in the 80s. Okay, how come I'm not able to click a link? I'm trying to do something. Hold on. I hate when my shit be fucking up, everybody. Hold on. All right. Y'all bear with me for a second. But let me read what the maximum emergency compensatory action is. And Neely Fuller wrote about this in the 70s and 80s. This in this Micah Johnson, he did this to the letter. Maximum emergency compensatory action is the willful and deliberate elimination of one or more races / white supremacists through death, and the willful and deliberate elimination of self through death by a victim of racism, acting alone according to a detailed plan and only acting after he or she has judged that he or she is no longer effectively or able to effectively promote justice except by eliminating one or more races, as well as eliminating him or herself as a subject of the races. And that's exactly what Micah Johnson did. He kind of knew he was going to martyr himself. And Micah Johnson went out there. This guy had military training, and he started picking off white cops out there. He started picking them off. And I'm not saying good or bad, right or wrong. I don't believe nobody should die. But that goes all across the board. Because the conditions that created a person who needed to engage in maximum emergency compensatory action, that was white supremacy. White supremacy created that mindset. So we have to eliminate white supremacy, that demonic concept that would drive a person to doing that. So Fox News, they have blood on their hands. CNN, they have blood on their hands. All the white supremacists who wanted to create a system where there would be no justice by letting race soldiers go free after they execute innocent people, they have blood on their hands. They have the blood of those cops on their hands. Because they created that mindset where people are desperate and they have to engage in maximum emergency compensatory action. Chris Donner, that brother out here who's in California, he engaged in maximum emergency compensatory action, driven by white supremacy. Driven by white supremacy. Just like Nat Turner. Nat Turner engaged in maximum emergency compensatory action. That's driven by white supremacy. You understand? So that's the thing. The white supremacists, they are the architects of that. You can't keep oppressing people And then it's natural for people to find a way or try to get up out of their oppression. You can't put people in a terror state and think that nobody's going to just act out and just engage in maximum emergency compensatory action, especially a person who's a veteran, somebody who's been overseas defending the country, to come back to a country that won't even protect them. So people become desperate because of white supremacy. So you cannot have selective outrage. You can't say, oh, that was bad. Oh, that Micah guy was bad. And then say these white supremacist race soldiers, well, we got to wait for the evidence. You can't have two justice systems or two lines of outrage. Let me allow links. I thought I was allowing links, but my bad. You can't have that. Shout out to people in Memphis. I heard that they're shutting it down out there in Memphis. And what's interesting, when Micah, and what was slick too, they tried when they found out his name and they started putting his name in the media. His name is Micah Xavier Johnson. The media started calling him Micah X. You see how slick they were trying to do? Yeah, they got pictures of his body. They started calling him Micah X to not only make a correlation between Malcolm X, but also to make it seem like he was a member of the Nation of Islam. So they tie in Islam, then they can tie in ISIS, then they can tie in terrorist. They were real slick, and then people checked them on that. I was one of the ones checking them on that. Say this dude's whole name. It's not a slight to him, but they knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing. So they're shutting it down all over the country. People are rising up. And Micah, when he engaged in maximum emergency compensatory action, he even told the police, I'm working alone. I'm not a part of no organization. This is because of what happened, with these black people getting killed. And this is what this is for. I mean, that was to the code. Even though this brother said that he was a lone wolf, he's doing this by himself. Because the white supremacists in the media, they will always lone wolf white killers. The white killers don't even have to lone wolf themselves. They'll lone wolf them anyway. They are still trying to tie Micah into different organizations. They're trying to tie him into Black Lives Matter. They're trying to tie him into the Black Panthers. They're trying to tie him into Crips, Bloods, everybody. And he said that he was doing this alone. We got a troll in here. He's not in Black Lives Matter. It had nothing to do with Black Lives Matter. And another thing that's interesting, they keep talking about he was a coward and all this, but you know what's cowardly was the way they killed him. From what they said, that's kind of cowardly, the way they killed him. They had to send a robot in to kill him. They didn't even kill him themselves. They went and sent a fucking bomb robot to kill the dude. What troll do we have in here? Where's my blockers here? Yeah, if you want to talk cowardly. See, that's the thing, folks. See, the white supremacists, they talk all this big bad shit, but when there's a black person who's about that life and says, hey, fuck this, now all of a sudden you got to send the robot in on one person. See, these race soldiers, they get easy targets. They're tough when it's children, when you got children in the car, or when somebody's already surrendering. You got women, your Sandra Bland out there in Dallas. When it's a soft, easy target, yeah, they tough. a bunch of unarmed people, just like down in Baton Rouge tonight. They got these damn Nazi-looking soldiers in body armor running up on unarmed people. Yeah, they tough with unarmed people. But when it's one person who's about that life, now you got to send the robot in. And that's the thing. When it comes to black folks, they break out all the bombs and secret weapons for us. You have never in American history heard of them bombing any white people. Every time they bomb somebody in America, it's always been black. The first people bombed were black folks in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Then in the 80s, that MOVE organization in Philadelphia. Now this brother was bombed. So this is what black folks are going to have to understand. We are all we got. They even had drones and stuff for Chris Dorner. They had drones for him. And what's interesting, they're calling Micah a terrorist, but they wouldn't dare call Dylan Roof a terrorist. To this day, they will not call Dylan Roof a damn terrorist. What you say, because we glorify? Nobody's glorifying anything. I'm just giving you the news. You haven't heard me glorify anybody. I'm just telling you what happened. All I'm doing is giving you details. I ain't glorifying nothing. Because none of this shit shouldn't be happening. I'm not glorifying war. This is war. War shouldn't be glorified. I'm trying to counter white supremacy, which is unjust. And see, they got that whole violence isn't the answer talk. And that's why they don't want to say his name. On a lot of shows on television, they won't say Micah's name no more. If you notice that? If you look at television, look at the news, they stop saying his name because he is a hero to a lot of people. He is a hero to a lot of people because he stood up against oppression, basically. And that's how a lot of people are viewing that. So he is a hero to a lot of people. Now, call up if somebody has a problem with what I'm saying. I'm not glorifying anybody. I haven't glorified anything. I'm just giving you the news. I'm just telling you what it is. I'm giving you news and history. I'm just giving you straight history. But yeah, they're not saying his name on the news no more. They keep saying the gunman. They stopped saying his name because they don't want to. He's already become a hero. And think about that. Why is this guy a hero? And miss me with that bullshit. Well, he was violent. He shouldn't be a hero because you motherfuckers made Darren Wilson your hero. You made George Zimmerman your fucking hero. So don't complain about him being a hero. Y'all done gave all types of money to George Zimmerman, Darren Wilson, Pantaleo. You made them your fucking hero. Who killed children, killing unarmed people. You made them your hero. Fuck out of here. I don't know where's my mods? Where are my mods at? Texas Lady, are you still mod? Hold on, let me mod Texas Lady again. Okay, she's still a mod. Yo, who disagrees with that? Let me see. Because if they're trolling, I would like for them to call up. What's up? Who's calling?
What's going on, Tariq? How you doing, brother?
What's up? Let me have you call back. I want the person in the room who is disagreeing with me. That's who I want on the phone. If they got a problem with what I'm saying. I'm just giving the news. Who's calling?
What's good?
What's up, man?
What up, Flex? Hey, I just wanted to touch on the topic real quick.
I'll have you call back, brother. Shit. I'm about to slow the conversation down. He already sounded like he about to slow it down. So the guy who disagrees in the chat room, just let me know what area code you're calling from and you can call up. Yeah, anybody who disagrees, you raise your hand. Let me know if you're in here. If anybody here is saying anything out of line, let us know. The phone number is 818-850-5404. Now, who's the guy? Who's the guy's name who's having a problem? What's his name? Because I don't want to spend too much time on him. Because there's a bunch of people in the chat room tonight. How many folks we got in here? I can't even tell. Oh, we got like damn near 3,000 people in here tonight. We in here heavy. And by the way, man, I'm going to be in Boston this Friday. Go to TariqLive.com. I will be in Boston this Friday. Go to TariqLive.com to get tickets. I will be in Boston this Friday doing a lecture. We're going to be talking heavy. Okay, somebody's in here trolling for attention. Nobody's, because I'm asking them to call up. Hold on, let me see. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, who is this?
This is Brandon.
So, Brandon, were you the person in the room disagreeing?
No, but you did say something wrong that I wanted to point out.
Go ahead, brother.
It was just maximum emergency compensatory action. I was listening to an interview with Neely Fuller.
Okay.
And he said it's only maximum emergency compensatory action if the person kills himself.
I said that. That's what I said.
Did the person kill himself?
Well, the thing is, I think he knew he was going to die. He knew he was going to die. He knew he wasn't getting out there alive. So he knew that.
Okay.
Yeah, so same
no,
thing.
I wasn't in the group trolling. I was just I remember when Gus Renegade had asked Neely Fuller that, and he had said it's only if the person kills himself. If you run and hide or something like that, is not maximum emergency compensatory action.
And the brother wasn't hiding. He wasn't hiding when he was engaging in that. He knew he was going to die. And he said, he wasn't scared. That's what, from the reports I heard, he said that he wasn't afraid. He's not going to surrender. And, he knew that he was going to die. So he was like, let me just get it in before I go out. So it was definitely maximum emergency compensatory action. But thank you for the call, brother. Brother sounded like he hit a good fucking blunt before he called up. And what's interesting? What's interesting is, and this is what the media is not talking about. One of the police officers that Micah killed, do you know that this guy, one of these police officers, is associated and affiliated with neo-Nazi groups? I'll say allegedly. I'll just say that just to be on the legal side. Allegedly. He's suspected to be associated with neo-Nazi groups. Let me give y'all that guy's name. And there's a story on Melanoid Nation about that. His name is Lorne. Hold on. Let me give y'all his name. Hold on one second. Let me give y'all that name. Because y'all know I love receipts. His name is, where's Lorne Aarons. Let me put the name in the chat room. This is one of the guys who was killed by Micah. Let me show y'all this. This is the name. His name is Lorne Aarons. There's a story on Melanoid Nation about this guy. That's the story on Melanoid Nation. So this guy, one of the white cops that was killed, he's affiliated with neo-Nazi groups. Let me show y'all a picture, because this guy, hold on one second, let me show y'all something. And there's a great story about it on melanoidnation.org. Where's this picture? Where's this picture? Where's this picture? What the hell is the picture? Where's the picture? 1R. Y'all bear with me. Where the hell is it, y'all? I want to show. Here it is. Okay. Now, this is a picture of some stuff on his website. Let me see if y'all can see this. Some of y'all might not be able to see it that good, but if you go to melanoidnation.org, you can see what it is. This I won't even call him a cop, because if you're a white supremacist suspect, you're not really a cop. So this suspected race soldier, Lauren Aaron, his Facebook page has all types of symbolisms that's associated with the Nazis. He also has tattoos that's on his arm that's associated with white extremist groups. There's also that cross, that neo-Nazi cross. He has that on his finger, that iron cross on his finger. So he has all types of neo-Nazi paraphernalia. Even his page, some of the pages that he liked are like these far-right anti-black pages. So there's evidence to support that this guy, that's the link right there. This guy is a suspected neo-Nazi. So Micah wasn't even aiming for a neo-Nazi and got one. And the white supremacy, the media, they want you to be sympathetic to the lives of everybody who ain't black, but I'm not sympathetic to the life of a person who is a suspected neo-Nazi who will kill me at the drop of a hat. I say that's the universe. That's the universe. You got to take that up with God, because that sounds like karma. Getting rid of a white supremacist who's pretending to be a cop, harming innocent people based on race. They got news on Micah. Okay, no, I see now. Pounded yam eater, I'm about to block you because you're trying to promote some crispy shit. And Pound Eater, yeah, you trying to, yeah. Nah, got to get you up out of here. Now ban you, Pound Eater. You don't come in here with crispy shit. So yeah, that race soldier, one of those cops, is associated with neo-Nazi groups. And there's another brother out there in Houston who got executed. They tried to say he was pointing a gun at the cop. Then video came out showing that the brother had both his hands in the air and they executed him anyway. So that's why a lot of shit is going down. That's why a lot of stuff is going down. Let me get a couple of calls here because we got a lot of activity going on in the room. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, Mr. Tariq, how you doing?
I'm good. Who is this?
My name is Quentin. I'm calling out of Brooklyn.
Nigga, where the fuck are you from with that accent? You Haitian?
Yeah, I'm Haitian. I emailed you a link about a young black man that got shot in Brooklyn this morning.
Oh, really? What happened?
Yeah. They said he was walking on the sidewalk, and then the police pull up on him, and they shot him about 12 times, but they only hit him one time.
Damn. And
yeah, he's in the hospital.
Damn. So
yeah, I emailed you the link earlier.
Okay, this happened today?
Yeah, this morning.
Okay, they didn't say why they killed the guy or anything like that?
I'm sorry, what you say?
I mean, what was the actual reason why they killed the guy?
From what I understand, he was just walking and the cops pulled up on him because he grew up in the neighborhood, so basically everybody know him. And I looked on the news, and then they started talking about his prior arrests and stuff like that. And I'm like, what that got to do with him being shot?
Damn, do they got a name on the guy?
Yeah, his name is Paul.
I mean, goddamn, nigga. I mean, he got a last name?
I knew him. I grew up on the block with him. I mean, but they're not releasing the name of the cops that shot him.
Okay, but I'm saying the dude, his name is Paul and no other last name?
Yeah, it's Paul. His last name is a Haitian last name. It's like, I can't pronounce it.
How you can't pronounce it and you Haitian?
Because it's kind of hard to pronounce.
I'm playing the Fugees over your ass, some Haitian shit. So anyway, man, if you find the link,
but I emailed you the link on your email address. Flex for like.
Put it in the chat room. Put the link in the chat room.
Well, I'm watching your show on my phone. I don't know if I could do that.
Oh, okay, we'll look it up. I have somebody in the room look it up. All right.
Say that again.
I said bye, nigga. Damn.
All right.
All right. For some reason, I wanted to listen to the Fugees talking to this nigga. Nigga said Paul Revere. He said, I don't know if the guy's a troll or not. I don't know if he's a troll or not. But let me say this. Let me get another call. That call was weird. What's up? Who's calling?
What's up, Tariq, man? What's happening with you?
I'm good, man. Who is this?
This is old Damian Jones, man. What's going on?
Hey, brother. How you doing, sir? This is the author.
Oh, yeah, man. I'm calling from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I want to give you an inside viewpoint of this situation.
Brother, show light, brother. Show light. What's going on down there, brother?
Man, don't get me wrong, Tariq, it's a bad situation all around. I mean, it's turned into a zoo down here, basically. They turned a protest into a tailgating party, basically.
Yeah.
Basically. Then you have brothers that I've never seen before get on camera and talk about black empowerment when they've never done it before. Yeah. I've seen you do it. And these guys are claiming to be from my neighborhood, from my area.
Mm.
I'm less than a mile away from this incident.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? It's terrible, man. And don't get me wrong, Tariq, my heart goes out to his children.
Yeah.
But he didn't have to die that day.
Of course not.
Okay? He didn't. When you see the beginning of the video, you hear the crackle, you hear the phone turn, and you hear the pop of the stun gun, and you hear them tell him to get out. Now, don't get me wrong. He was, I don't know if y'all had a term in California, but they call it being hot.
Yeah.
When you got something on you, you know you don't want to get patted down because you know you're going away.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, where things just way out of hand. It was excessive what they did, and it just, I don't know, it just puts everybody in a bad situation.
Absolutely, man. And they didn't have to.
But keep spreading that knowledge, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Just like I met you before, proud of you, brother. Keep doing your thing. But it's really a travesty. Minnesota was that was a crime. This here is just a total screw up, and it brings everybody into it. And it just, it's just sad all the way around.
Yeah, it is, man. It's crazy, man. But hey, man, keep your head up out there, brother. Thank you so much.
For sure, man. Y'all be good.
Yes, indeed. Let's see who else we got here. What's up? Okay, there we go. What's up? I'm getting wrong numbers here. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, what's going on? Tariq, it's Jerome from South Carolina, man.
Hey,
what's good?
How you doing, Rome? What's going on, man?
Not much, man. Hey, I have a quick question for you. Well, first of all, I got all 4 of your Hidden Colors DVDs, man. It changed my life real tough.
Much respect to
but
that.
The question that I got, if the United Nations, if they were to be brought into the situation, what kind of power do they actually have? Like, what can they actually do?
That's a good damn question, because everybody's been asking that question. And from what I'm understanding, man, the United States got the UN in their back pocket. I mean, the UN sounds
like 22%, right? They donate like 22% of the United Nations funds, right?
Yeah, and I'm trying to see when has the United States ever been reprimanded by the UN? You understand? So I'm like, shit, if the UN is in the back pocket of the U.S., I mean, we really all we got. So we got to start thinking of other situations. We don't have a big brother to go to. So we're going to have to start. Yes, indeed. So we're going to have to start looking at each other, man, because the white supremacists, they don't give a fuck. We can't keep trying to appeal to their sense of sympathy. So we're going to have to look at each other and say, okay, it's time to get on code. But thank you for the call, brother.
All right, brother.
Yes, indeed.